思い知らせてあげなきゃいけないかしらこの想いを知らせなくちゃお呼びもしない隠させたいでしょ落としちゃいますレボ
So I'm in love with the Villainess is a new anime on Crunchyroll that I started watching when I got my subscription to Crunchyroll for 3 months at the end of December. And I gotta say, it started off watching it because I wanted to see a romance anime, and that's what I first saw. But then I went on and enjoyed myself throughout every episode. It started off as like just a comedy, romantic comedy, and then turned into way deeper of a story as you go your way through. And I will say that it's disappointing that we're probably never going to get a season 2 on this thing. I mean, it didn't, we have no announcement of it yet. And usually we get announcements of a season 2 right away or pretty quickly after. So it's disappointing. But it is what it is. So Ray Taylor finds herself getting teleported from the real world into her favorite dating sim video game. And it is basically funny because she had fallen in love with the bully of the game. And so that ended up what happened. It was really fun to watch them all the way through, and I enjoyed myself so much so that I basically binged the second half of the season one day. So that was fun to do. Overall, this was a great series, and I'd recommend it to you guys. I will say that I was pleasantly surprised throughout this series, and I was also shocked at some points rather than others. If you've seen the series, you know what I mean. And be ready to be extremely shocked at some parts. I enjoyed this thing. I hope you guys will too. And I'll give this thing a 9 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching, everybody. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and hit that bell. Thank you guys so much again. Stay tuned for my next reviews, everybody. See ya. Bye.
It doesn't work like that. No one lusts after everyone who fits their gender preference. Doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. Attraction is based on the individual.
Yes, that's true. I see your point. You're saying you fall in love with the person and not their gender, right? And currently the one you're in love with just happens to be a woman. Is that the case?
No, I mean, not exactly. I wouldn't say gender doesn't matter at all.
Oh, then it does?
Yeah. I get the logic behind saying gender doesn't matter when you deeply connect with someone. Like, love is love. But I can say for sure that I'll never have those kinds of feelings for a man.
I guess all of this is more complicated than people think.
Some people never have the chance to learn.
So, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope is the video game created by Nintendo and Ubisoft collaborating. To have Mario combined with Rabbids is a tactical RPG, which is something you don't usually see from Mario. Mario you usually see in like either the 2D one that you see that happens with like the new Super Mario Brothers games or the originals, or even Mario Wonder. And then for Mario, sometimes you have it in 3D too, with like Mario Sunshine, 64, Galaxy, even the new one with Mario Odyssey, or 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. That's a combination of the two, kind of. So much so that it was interesting to see him combined with the Rabbids in a story. They started that with the Kingdom Battle back in 2017. And when I had gotten my hand on that game, I wasn't enjoying myself too much. I thought it was too hard. I didn't think they did a very good job on the difficulty setting. And it was just not that good getting used to it. So I quit on it. And then they announced the sequel back in 2022. And I decided I would give it another chance. Wasn't sure what I was going to deal with, but I decided to go for it. And when it came out, I didn't get a chance to get it right away. because I was buying other things at the time. So then it was around April 2023 when I finally got my hands on the game. And it was a huge upgrade from the first one. First of all, it's a bigger story. It combines a couple of stuff, making you go from planet to planet this time around, instead of just staying in the Mushroom Kingdom. Bringing in new characters while bringing back old ones. It also did a really good job of hyping up the mystery behind all of it. Of who this Cursa is, and why she was stealing sparks, stuff like that. And it was really fun to play. They changed the difficulty setting and also had a lot more customization options and stuff, which was truly nice. They did a good job on that. But there was one thing that it needed, which was basically a very good DLC. And that is where the last Spark Hunter and Rayman and the Phantom Show come into play. The last Spark Hunter was an interesting experience because it fixed one of the biggest plot holes in the entire story, which was there was 3 Spark Hunters, but they said there were 4 of them. So where's the 4th one? Well, that's where Kanya comes in. This character who is a huge fan of mecha bombs, and went to another planet and tried to take over the place. And it was truly a fun experience. It wasn't very long. It wasn't too long or too short. And it was a nice experience because we got to finally tie up loose ends. And then finally we got the Rayman DLC, with Rayman finally coming back into play as the Phantom had said.
Small surprise, you'd get eclipsed in a Rabbids company.
Yeah, he did in fact say that. There was at one point in the DLC where he straight up said they got replaced. So, basically, they made Rayman the lead, but they brought in some of the Mario Rabbids characters. Just 3 of them, though, so it wasn't very much. Bringing in Beepo, Rabbid Mario, and Rabbid Peach for the story. And finally gave Rayman a proper story, since we haven't seen that in a while, you know? I'm not a big Rayman fan, I never was. But after seeing his departure over the years, it's nice to see him get back in a bigger role, you know? And bringing back the Phantom, the villain from the first game, as a new character, was actually truly well done. And I enjoyed myself all the way through. Either way, Mario Rabbids is one of those games where you enjoy yourself. It was fun. I enjoyed myself quite a lot here. That is why I'm giving Mario Rabbids, with its DLCs, a 10 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching, everybody. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and hit that bell. Thank you guys so much again. Stay tuned for my next reviews, everybody. See ya. Bye.
I can't take it anymore, I'm sick of the lousy four, the eggplant, the socialite, the weakling and the bore. You'll never replace me, I'm the one the public adore.
Okay, so there's spoilers ahead for Spy Family Code White. I know it came out a couple weeks ago as I'm releasing this review, but still putting spoilers ahead, just so you know. Okay, so Spy Family Code White is the movie adaptation of the series, and oh my god, I am completely blown away. So for starters, the movie, I believe, is more of an original take compared to the anime, which is a direct thing from the manga. But this movie had the best action sequences, best story, and best comedy in the entire series as a whole. And also the animation is top tier. I went to go see the movie and I got my hands on the popcorn bucket and drink that AMC Theaters were selling. So I got a souvenir, which is great. I went in expecting a good time because I loved the show. But the movie was amazing and it was much better than the show as a whole. So the story, let's start with that. So the story is about Anya is about to go into a cooking competition at her school, and if she wins, she'll get a stellar. So she and her family go to the land of Phrygia to get, like, the details on this dessert that they want to make. And in the process, Anya ends up eating a truffle that contains the microfilm, which has, like, super big things that can help the war effort on both sides. So when she eats it, she's kind of caught up with the military now. It's a really good story. It gives everyone their own character arcs. Lloyd has a character arc where he has to do the mission with real stakes, as if he fails the mission of getting this microfilm back, he might have to lose the Operation Strix, which is the operation lets him work with his family, with Yor and Anya. Yor has an arc where she thinks that Lloyd is cheating on her from seeing Twilight and Nightfall, or Lloyd and his partner discussing something in secret where she sees from a distance. So she thinks that he's cheating on her, which is absolutely not true. And Anya has a storyline in which she has to keep herself safe from the military. And it's great because Anya had basically the microfilm in her system, so that they were going to wait for her to pass and see if she'll poop it out, and if not, they were going to cut it from her. And it was funny because there's a point in the movie where Anya is trying so hard to keep it in that she ends up seeing, quote-unquote, the poop god, who is telling her that she needs to let it loose because it's bad if she doesn't. And it's funny because it's in a completely different animation style from the rest of the movie. And the animation in that scene has no right being good, but it was amazing. It was also crazy. The action sequences were amazing. Lloyd flew a plane and was dodging a bunch of missiles and bullets. Yor had a fight scene with a man who was like cyborg that had a bunch of bullets in their chest that they were firing from their arm. And the way she defeats this dude is crazy. She goes ahead and she uses the lipstick that Lloyd bought her earlier in the movie to basically draw with the lipstick all around him and on his chest, and then lights it on fire with the fire that's in the room, and that blows him up. And then Anya runs away from these different people, and it just has some great action sequences. It's amazing. And then the other thing I want to talk about is comedy. The comedy was pretty great because there were several scenes that made me and my entire theater laugh out loud, which is great. Whenever a movie does that, it's amazing. And so I loved this movie. I am so glad I went to see it, and so glad I binged the show before going to see it, because I definitely would have been lost if I had not seen the show before this. I completely recommend it to anybody who's a fan of the show, or loves spy level adventures and are wanting to get into anime. Like I said in my Spy Family review, Spy Family is a really great way to get into anime if you've never been into it before. Overall, this movie was so worth it, and I'm so glad I got the souvenirs for it, and I completely recommend it. So Spy Family Code White as a 10 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching, everybody. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and hit that bell. Thank you guys so much again. Stay tuned for the next reviews, everybody. See ya. Bye.
I'll see you in hell, baby. Would have gotten them all if they weren't so fast.
They're not moving, Anya.
Some people never have the chance to learn.
She's exhausted.
Shake.
The eggplant, the socialite, the weakling, and the bore.
I'll see you in hell, baby.
Hello?
Who is this?
Lloyd Garmadon, your son?
I must have butt dialed you.
The nightmare's over, Eggman!
Wait, no!
Conditions include destroying the portals from which hordes of enemies appear, chasing and defeating enemies, guiding a ball.
Did everyone tell you have really, I mean, I think I have pretty good hair, but you have like really good hair.
Stop it.
What do you do?
Stop.
What do you do?
I just
Wait,
wake up and
what's the secret?
my mom cuts it. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
It's not a big deal, whatever.
I was gone for 90 fucking minutes! What did you do to my house?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lego
Hey, there he is!
Just stick close to me, and everything will be all right.
They know if they fall from this cliff, they will surely die. Gunther, give them a shot.
Save the day! Get ready, it's the pink parade!
Oh, shit! Whoa, we go.
Hamster patch, this hamster patch, this hamster patch, this hamster patch, this hamster.
Look, a ghost!
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please! There appears to be a manufacturing error. Nobody eat the flowers!
Why not?